fight the power like BITCHUTE.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, the Dark Chameleon.
Peace of the
Listen, check it, yo. It was a cold April morning under the constellation Aries. The moon was 85% under the luminaries. From the celestial waters to the womb my soul was carried. Then my mother gave birth to a warrior and visionary. But when I speak this truth, I feel like nobody hears me. Every once in a while, I get sight to someone blind, floating on the globe in the heliocentric lie. Dilate your pupils the more you open your eyes. The truth is sitting in plain sight like a disguise. Until my mother's death is revenge, I won't be satisfied. It haunts me when I think about the phone call when she died. A river worth of tears shed from my eyes. So I looked up at the sky and I asked God why. It's been 21 years, I'm still waiting for a reply. Since birth I've been at war to attack our undeveloped minds. Indoctrination camps making us dumb, deaf and blind. I'm always thinking solutions, we are running out of time. The dirty witchcraft is weak, I see through all the lies. I clearly analyze all the symbols and the signs. When I connect dots, the truth starts to align. The people are the power, you can never eclipse my shine. I say the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. They say hell burns and there's a one-way ticket for me. You create your heaven or hell whether or not you believe. I'm God and Satan, I have to balance out my chi. One day these seeds I plant will bloom so you can be all you can be. Never give up and always hold your head high, cause you are God, there's no need to look to the sky.
What is good? Hopefully y'all can hear me, because unfortunately I don't have headphones, I got speakerphone. So we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately my headphones broke as usual. So as much as I don't want to read today, I guess I'll just get it over with because it ain't that long. It's lesson 7, meditation, dreams, and the minor Sabbats. I skipped lesson 6 because I skimmed over and it's just talking about the Sabbat. That was already talked about in lesson 4, I believe. So we're going to start with meditation. Let's take a brief respite from the Sabbats and look at meditation. In its present form, meditation has come to the Western world by way of the East. For centuries, the Eastern initiates have known of the power and the advantages of regular meditation. They have used it, developing it into a fine art through which they have learned to control the mind, overcome sickness, separate themselves from problems and fears, develop psychic abilities, and expand philosophy and knowledge of universal law. Today in the Western world, there is an ever-growing awareness of these benefits of meditation. TM, transcendental meditation, yoga, Silva mind control. All these and many more are now common, turning up in everyday conversations, not only among Wiccans and other occultists, but among ordinary everyday folk. Now, the problem I have, I'm just going to stop for a second, is the more I read about this, just like they put religion into the forefront, I see the same thing happening with this science and all this bullshit. Like even evolution from monkeys, come on now. That is fucking hilarious. All these concepts. But anyway, we're gonna leave off. The trouble is that in listening to these conversations, it quickly becomes obvious that many are mere dabblers in this realm. Many are confused. Which technique is best? Why am I getting nothing out of it? Am I doing it right? So what is meditation? Quite simply, it is a listening to the higher self, or if you prefer, the inner self, the creative force, the higher consciousness, even the gods themselves. It can be all of these. Properly used, meditation opens the door to individual growth and personal advancement. Of all the techniques of advancement in the psychic and spiritual field, meditation is by far the most effective. Coincidentally, it is also the most simple, and it can be practiced alone or in a group setting. The late renowned psychic Edgar Cayce, in one of his readings, said that meditation is emptying self of all that hinders from the creative forces rising along the natural channels of the physical man to be disseminated through those centers and sources that create the activities of the physical, mental, and spiritual man. Properly done, meditation must make one stronger mentally, physically. We may receive that strength and power that fits each individual, each soul for greater activity in the material world. In short, meditation is a method whereby we can improve our lives materially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. As with the Eastern Master, you too can discipline your mind, control your emotions, overcome illness, solve problems, and begin to create your own reality. That's what I want to do, create my own reality. Because I sure as shit am tired of this illusional reality they hand us straight out the womb. You only need to have the desire and be willing to expend the effort. Or expend, not spend. How meditation works. To understand how meditation works, we must examine human makeup on a conscious level and must also realize that we are spiritual as well as physical beings. The spiritual and physical bodies are connected at the vital centers, known by their Sanskrit name, chakra. In meditation, the mysterious psychic energy can be sent up through these centers. This very potent force is called the Kundalini, or serpent power. As this mighty force begins to flow within you, these vital psychic centers, the chakras, begin to open in successive order. On a conscious level, consider the total consciousness as a sort of sandwich. Sandwiches. On one side, you have the conscious mind. This is the mind that is concerned with your everyday world and activities in your physical/material being. It is your waking state of consciousness. On the other side of the sandwich, there's bologna and cheese. No, I'm joking. On the other side of the sandwich is what is called the higher consciousness or the super consciousness. This is your higher self mind. It is concerned with your spiritual well-being and retains your universal memory. In the center is that which is often called the subconscious mind. It is passive and is largely subordinate to the conscious mind primarily because it has been made so. Excuse me. It rules the realm of the involuntary body functions, memory, reflex actions, and serves as the connecting passageway between your conscious and superconscious minds. As the vital forces begin to flow through the nervous system, the individual achieves a sense of well-being and peace. The subconscious begins to clear itself of the negative and undesired patterns of feelings and the images that have been programmed into it through your lifetime. The cosmic force of the Kundalini very naturally operates in a calm, relaxed, contemplative atmosphere. As the succession of opening chakras continues, your awareness and perception of life flows continually from within. You are led to do the right thing at the right time. A new vibrancy permeates your being. Meditation allows you to learn to control the restless, materially oriented conscious mind and reprogram the subordinate subconscious in order that you may function from your spiritually oriented higher consciousness. It opens up the channel to your higher self. Technique. Many people fail in their meditation because either they are using the wrong technique or they simply do not have a technique. Master teachers of Eastern philosophies suggest that during meditation you focus your attention on the 1,000-petaled lotus of the third eye. This is the 7th and highest chakra. It is in this way you reorient yourself by transcending association with your gross physical self and your mental identifications. And you may become aware of the true source. When you sit in meditation with your attention focused on the third eye, where am I? Damn it. With your attention focused on the third eye, you lift yourself above and beyond the conscious and subconscious cares of the physical. Notice that when you are feeling well and alert, you are in touch with your environment through the eyes and other physical senses. Your focus is outward into the physical world. When you are in a negative mood or depressed, notice how you withdraw from your physical world. You turn your eyes down and your focus reflects subconscious thoughts and problems. The next time that you feel depressed or moody, lift your eyes. Focus your attention outward and upward. Above the level of the horizon. Be aware of your surroundings and communicate with them. You will begin to feel better. Your gloom will fade and optimism will return. You see, when you turn your eyes down, you tend to relate to the subconscious. When you look straight outward, you tend to relate to your conscious mind, which is oriented towards the gross physical/material world. When you look up, you tend to relate to your higher spiritual consciousness in the realm beyond the physical. The natural tendency to place your attention in the manner that you focus your eyes is used to aid your meditation, what is called the third eye meditation technique. Do you want to focus on the higher self? Then by using your natural tendencies, simply focus your eyes and your attention upward and inward to the third eye. A spot about 1 inch above the brow line and 1 inch inside the surface of your forehead. Posture. Meditation should be comfortable and secure. Therefore, your posture should be comfortable and secure. You may choose any position you like so long as you make sure to keep your spine straight. I personally recommend that you sit in a comfortable, straight-backed chair. You should be able to sit well back, spine straight, with your feet flat on the floor. Here we go. I hope they're not coming over here with this lawnmower. The chair should preferably have arms to it on each which to rest your arms. It need not have a high back. In fact, it is better if it does not. You may prefer to sit or lay on the floor. If you choose to sit on the floor, the lotus position is not recommended unless you are an adept and completely comfortable with it. You should select a location that allows you to Lean against something for back support. The floor surface should be comfortably soft. It is helpful, though not obviously necessary, to reduce the presence of man-made fibers such as metal, plastic, and synthetics as much as possible. Ideally, a soft sheepskin or heavy woolen item, such as a blanket or rug, could be used for sitting or lying on. Some prefer to lay flat on their backs, legs together and arms at their sides. The only drawback to this position is that some people will tend to fall asleep. Area. The area chosen for meditation should be a quiet place, away from outside noises such as traffic and children at play. The best place, of course, is your cleansed and consecrated circle. If for some reason you must choose another area, it should be cleansed and consecrated in the same manner as your circle. Some adepts insist that the mediator face Some adepts insist that the meditator face the east. In certain cases, it does seem to give a slight benefit, but generally speaking, the direction of physical orientation is of slight importance. If your area has a blank wall on the east and a window on the west, you will probably feel far more comfortable facing the window. The important thing is to be as comfortable as possible. Remove possible sources of disturbance where possible. A ticking clock, or worse, the disordinate ring of a telephone or doorbell, can be shattering. Disconnect them if you can. Radios and television sets should be turned off, of course. Clothing should be loose so as not to constrict the body in any way. Why not wear your robe with nothing beneath it? Better yet, room temperature permitting, go skyclad. Man, they love that skyclad. Time of day. The best time for meditations is generally a matter of personal convenience. For most people, it is either the early morning or late evening. A few, usually those who are home during the day, find mid-afternoon most convenient. There is some evidence to suggest that a period close to the hour of your birth is best. Certainly, astrological influences cannot be totally discounted. However, the slight advantage of attuning to the stars can be more than offset by the negative influences, such as noisy neighbors or scheduling conflicts with other required activities. So choose the time that is most convenient for you. The important thing is that you do meditate and that you consistently meditate. So whatever time you choose, stick to that same time every day. Persistence. To succeed and remain successful in meditation or anything, you must meditate consistently. Some recommend 15 to 20 minutes. I thought they were going to say hours. Whew. Twice a day. I feel that one 15-minute period is sufficient as a minimum. but be consistent in the time of day and the length of time devoted each day. You cannot be successful on an occasional basis. Method. Sit comfortably, relaxing the body as much as possible, without slumping or allowing the spine to curve. Help loosen tight muscles by doing the following exercises. 1. Allow the head to fall forward on the chest. Breathe deeply, in and out 3 times. Return to the upright position. 2. Allow the head to tip fully backwards. Breathe deeply in and out 3 times and return to the upright position. 3. Tip the head as far as possible to the left. Breathe deeply in and out 3 times and return to the upright position. 4. Tip the head as far as possible to the right. Breathe deeply in and out 3 times. Return to the upright position. 5. Allow the head to fall forwards. Then move it in a circle, counterclockwise 3 times. 6. Repeat the last exercise, moving the head clockwise 3 times and return to the upright position. 7. Breathe in through the nose with a number of short, sharp intakes until the lungs are full. Hold it a moment, then suddenly exhale through the mouth with a ah sound. Do this 3 times. 8. Breathe in slowly and fully through the right nostril, then the left one closed if necessary, feeling the stomach balloon out as you do so. Hold it a moment, then exhale slowly through the mouth, flattening the stomach as you do so. This exercise moves all the stale air from the bottom of the lungs. Do this 3 times. 9. Repeat the last exercise, this time breathing in through the left nostril and out through the right nostril. Do this 3 times. Now, with your body relaxing and breathing normally but deeply, concentrate your thoughts until you can imagine your whole body encased in a globe of white light. Feel the luminous energy charging your whole body. Now focus your attention on your toes. Command them to relax. Let the tension and tiredness melt away from them. Repeat the process with the balls of the feet, the arches, the heels, the ankle, and so on. Completely relax the entire body section by section. Calves, knees, thighs, groin, buttocks, spine, stomach and chest cavity, shoulders, upper and lower arms, wrist, hands, neck, throat, chin, jaw. Let the jaw sag and hang slightly open if you feel a tendency for it to do so. Eyes, cranial area, and scalp. Relax every muscle, vein, nerve, and fiber as you move up your body. Finish your relaxation technique at the forehead. Then you need only to focus inward to your third eye. With your attention focused at the third eye, let your eyes roll up if you can. Go deeper and ever deeper into your third eye. Abandon the unreal material world, the ego self. It is only when the materialistic ego self is transcended that you can find the door to the inner kingdom and your higher self. Give yourself to it. Yield to the magnetic pull from above. You don't need to pray or visualize to make anything happen. Just relax and let yourself flow inward and upward toward the higher power. Whatever sensation, inner light or sound comes your way, move into it and through the source from which it comes. Don't become fascinated or frightened by the phenomena. Don't become deluded into thinking you are becoming psychic. Whatever you see, give yourself to it and move ever upward, ever inward, into and through. You may have a difficult time keeping the conscious mind still at first. Your consciousness is like a spoiled child, constantly demanding attention. Once it begins to become disciplined, you will begin to notice positive results. You may not have dramatic, earth-shaking experiences, but you will begin to notice a deepening of intuition. You will begin to know things that you have not known before. This is proof that your meditation is working and the power of the Kundalini is awakening. When you first begin to meditate, you will find it difficult to sit still for more than a few minutes at a time. Your mind wants to wander, your body wants to fidget, and may even develop a great itch demanding to be scratched. It will take a little time, but you will discover that you are the master of your body and mind. Ignore the itch. Tell your conscious mind to sit down and shut up. You are very busy with more important businesses. The itch will go away and your conscious mind will become disciplined to sit quietly aside as you attune to your higher nature. If you remain persistent, remember, you let your mind and your emotions run your affairs all of your life. Now your mind and emotions must learn that they work for you. Oh, kind of like the government. It may take a few lessons, but they will learn. Stay with it. You are embarking on the greatest voyage of your life. Group meditation can bring enormous satisfaction. The interaction of each person's vibrations work in a complementary manner, resulting in tremendous psychic achievement. When meditating alone, you may once in a while experience an off day. This is never the case with group meditation. In fact, for this reason, many people will only meditate with a group. In group meditation, the group should seat themselves in a circle and should go through their breathing and light exercises in their own time. Bam. At the completion, by everyone of the chakra color reinforcement, the white electric light should be extinguished or blinds drawn, and the circle should then be illuminated by a blue light. In the group in which I work, we use a Westinghouse 100-watt colored tone floodlight. It is available just about everywhere and is ideal for the purpose. This blue light should remain on throughout the meditation. Ending your meditation period. For your physical well-being, it is important that you end each meditation period with a reawakening of the physical and conscious selves. This should be done in the reverse order to the method for relaxation. As your consciousness begins to pull away from the third eye, direct it to expand up the forehead to the top of the head. Then step by step, proceed down through the body, cranial area, eyes, back to the head, face, jaw, tongue, neck, throat, etc. Command each in succession to awaken refreshed, vibrant, and healthy. Shoulders, upper and lower arms, wrists, hands, upper back, chest, chest cavity, stomach, sides, lower back, groin, awaken refreshed, relaxed, and vibrant with life. Buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, heels, arches, balls of the feet, and toes. Go through all parts of the body. They should have just said that. Go through all parts of the body. Command each and every muscle, vein, fiber, and nerve to awaken healthy, refreshed, and vibrant. You will be pleasantly surprised at how much better you will begin to feel after your meditation. You will feel an immediate inner satisfaction and a tremendous peace of mind. Through meditation, you will discover that not only is your spiritual consciousness awakening, but you are also revitalizing the physical self as you begin to tap the great cosmic forces that are your birthright. Dreams. I'm just reading lessons out of this book called, I'm answering Access. It's called The Complete Book of Witchcraft. Dreams. What is a dream? Are dreams important? At first glance, someone unfamiliar with them might take little note of some seemingly trivial shred of a half-remembered dream. The apparently silly antics depicted in some dreams appear little more than the doodling of an off-duty head. Other more bizarre and frightening events cause the dreamer to wish that he might have no more of them. In either case, the individual is likely to give little importance to these strange vignettes from the unknown world of sleep. But modern research continues to explore the dream world with intensity. Are dreams important, telling you things that could be to your advantage, or are they simply nighttime movies? To entertain your unconscious mind while your conscious rests. According to research data, you average 7 dream periods each of up to 45-minute durations every night of your life. Scientists have also determined that dreaming is vital to the state of your well-being. Sleeping laboratory subjects on having their dream periods interrupted over extended periods developed emotional stress. Yeah, I used to get pissed when I would have a good dream and be woken up. But the scientist has focused on the phenomena and failed to investigate the source. He has worked from the outside in. The source. To effectively deal with the dream, you must understand where it originates and why. Obviously, it is not a product of the conscious mind. It occurs during the sleep state. When the conscious mind is at rest, the subconscious mind is passive and not capable of logic or thought development. So it cannot be the originator of the highly complex and elusive dream. The subconscious can only put out what has been put in. So where does that leave us? The dream is complex, well orchestrated, and imaginative. The only possible source, apparently, is what Jung termed the unconscious or higher spiritual mind. We now know this part of our mind or consciousness as the superconscious. Are dreams important? The mere fact that they occur gives them a certain importance. No facet of your existence is totally trivial. However, when you consider the source of your dreams, the great importance of them becomes increasingly clear. For many people, the dream state is the only medium available to the higher mind for it to reach the consciousness. Thus, every night it is busy trying to get its message across. Your higher self is expending a lot of time and effort in forming and transmitting dreams. The least you can do is try to understand what the message is. Dream interpretation and symbology. You have probably spent countless hours trying unsuccessfully to decipher the seemingly senseless riddles of your dreams. You are puzzled when a dream of attending Aunt Minnie's funeral proves not in the least prophetic, as 10 years later, Aunt Minnie is still going strong. You're totally baffled at intimate exchanges with people you wouldn't normally go near. You are amazed at dreaming of doing things that are physically impossible in your everyday life. You end up with total frustration in your attempts to make any sense of these strange goings on in your elusive dreams. Yet, you still feel that somewhere there must be an answer, but where? What is the key? As an element of the universal consciousness, your superconscious awareness is totally versed in universal symbolism. Since the superconscious mind tends to speak its own language, your dreams can be expected to contain some of this language of universal symbols. But even though it has its own language, the superconscious mind is aware that you will respond best to those symbols with which your conscious mind is most familiar. Therefore, it will use terms and symbols from everyday life. Of times, it will use the symbolism from recent events that are fresh in your memory. These impressions from your personal physical life are called personal symbolism. Universal symbolism includes those things that remain true for all mankind throughout the ages. Included are colors, numbers, form, and sexual identity, male and female. They come from the superconsciousness and therefore are timeless. A case in point is transportation, the universal symbol of spiritual advancement. As material technology has advanced, the application of symbology has kept pace. So transportation may take one of the modern forms of convenience, such as rockets, planes, steamships, trains, or automobiles, or one of the timeless modes of riding on the back of an animal or walking. It would be impossible to list all the universal symbols here, but a general sampling is given in the section of universal symbols. Interpreting your dreams. The eminent psychologist Carl Jung once stated, "No dream symbol can be separated from the individual who dreams it." Keep this thought in mind as you study the following concepts. Hold on. What's up, Gabriel? This won't be a long read today. This chapter is pretty much almost done. This is feeling towards the dream, the symbol, and your own intuition. The dream is a complex and almost limitless combination of symbols. It can be analytical, judgmental, or therapeutic in nature. The majority of dreams are analytical. That is, they provide a means for the higher self to comment on your everyday life and your spiritual development. It will analyze how you are relating to your environment and your fellow man and woman. A small percentage of your dreams are of a prophetic nature, to warn and prepare you for future events. The percentage of prophetic dreams varies greatly from one person to another, but it is estimated that perhaps 1 dream in 20 concern the future. Don't immediately jump to the conclusion that what you dream about Brother Bob or Cousin Mary is an indication of something that is about to happen to him or her. It may be, but far more likely is not. Along with this, incidentally, it should be noted that invariably the principal characters in your dream are actually representing you or some aspect of you. So when you dream of your sister Susie arguing with you about something, you are actually seeing a representation of an inner conflict. One part of you at odds with the other part, perhaps your male aspect against your female aspect, with the image of Sister Susie being used simply as a recognizable form that you can accept. Again, depending on the individual, the number of therapeutic dreams varies from person to person. It simply depends on the need of the individual. If a person has a strong feeling of inferiority, their therapy may be to dream of being a powerful, capable, and attractive person. In this way, the higher self is compensating for the dreamer's psychological lack. If a person has a strong feeling of superiority, they might be taken down a peg or two by a dream that depicts him or her as a weak, defenseless, and inferior person. Thus, the dream often attempts to overcome character defects. Prophetic dreams will occur when the individual needs to be prepared for an event in the future. Even though you may not consciously remember it, the dream prepares you subconsciously for the shock that is to come. Not all precognitive dreams are significant events. Some may even appear quite trivial, but they are important just the same. They program and prepare the subconscious and conscious minds over a period of time to deal with the future events and situations in a proper manner. And then they just give like a bunch of symbols, I guess, universal symbols. It would be impractical. It says it would be impractical, if not impossible, to list all the universal symbols here. However, the following list provides the basics, and I'll just show you these. Oh, yeah, I gotta take this off. People want to pause this and go back and read it. Man. Remembering dreams. How much longer is this freaking thing? Holy smokes. I thought it was short. I got 7 pages left, which ain't that bad, I guess. Alright, remembering dreams. If anyone wants to come up and speak about anything, you know where the link is. The obvious first step in dream interpretation is to remember them. If you have difficulty in remembering your dreams, the probable reason is that you have ignored them for so long the subconscious no longer tries to bring them to your conscious memory. If this is the case, you must program yourself to remember. This can be done through affirmation, during meditation, and just before going to sleep. Tell yourself very firmly, I will remember my dreams. Do this 3 times. Release the command. Then again, tell yourself very firmly 3 times. The second step is, and the second step in interpretation is recording the dreams. Place a pad and a pencil by your bed for this purpose. This very act in itself reinforces the command to remember. When you first awaken, even before that eye-opening cup of coffee, jot down notes on what you remember. Don't worry about trying to get everything in perfect order at this point. The important thing is to capture what you can, even if you only have time to make a few brief notes. You will find that later on you will be able to recall more of the details of the dream. Then write down all the details that you can remember. Describe the people, their identities, occupations, clothes, the state of their emotions and their activities. Note your attitude towards them and their attitudes towards you. Describe everything you see, feel, and hear. Pay special attention to the numbers of things and their colors. It is all important. Then try to arrange your notes in order in which they were dreamed. Once you have completed your notes and organized them, you can begin to task of interpretation. First of all, examine the dream to see if it fits any of the events of the preceding day. This will explain a few of your dreams. If this test fails, then you must determine whether the dream is literal or symbolic. A literal dream is one in which the main dream character or image is a real person or thing in your life, or on your mind at the time. If the literal interpretation makes sense, you have found the key. When the literal interpretation fails to make sense, the dream is obviously symbolic. A symbolic dream is one in which the dream character and images cannot be taken literally as a real person or thing. Then the images is that of an aspect of you, the dreamer. Then the ancient wisdom of the universal symbols should be applied. As you first begin to work the symbology, you may still have difficulty unraveling the tangled threads. You may only decipher part of the mystery. Don't worry about this, for it is quite natural in the beginning. Continue to affirm that you will remember. Continue to faithfully record all of the details that you can. As you do, you will find that the symbols will gradually begin to clear as you and your higher self develop a dialogue that you can continuously understand. The hidden symbol in one dream will suddenly be revealed in another. When this begins to happen, you should start to compile your own personal dream dictionary. Take a notebook that is not used for any other purpose and divide it into alphabetical sections. As you discover the meaning of new symbols, write them down. Soon you will find that you have an extensive set of personal symbols which will permit nearly total interpretation of all your dreams. Personal symbols. Many published books on dream interpretation provide the reader with hundreds of symbols and simplified interpretation. Other than listing of universal symbols, such books are totally misleading. Each of us has his or her own unique personal symbology based on experiences in life. For example, two elderly ladies dream of a cat. One of the ladies has lived a sinister life shared with a succession of cats that she has loved and pampered. The second lady has a very traumatic memory of a wild cat which scratched her severely during her childhood. It is obvious that a single interpretation of cat will not satisfy both dreamers. To the first lady, the cat is a warm, loving companion. To the second, the cat is an evil, dangerous creature that brings pain. Therefore, it is necessary for the dreamer to analyze the symbol from the standpoint of his or her own personal feelings. The repetitive dream. Many dreams are repeated in order to emphasize their meaning or to ensure that they are noticed. This may or may not be obvious to the dreamer. Usually dreams come in a series of 3. Sometimes their symbology will be quite similar. At other times, you may record 3 dreams of entirely different symbology, but upon interpretation, find that the underlying theme for each is almost identical. In either case, the source of the dream is attempting to ensure that the message gets through and is understood. A dream repeated over days, weeks, or perhaps months indicates something that you have not taken action on. Once you understand and respond to the dream through action or a change in attitude, the dream will cease to occur. Generally, the recurring dream is one of the following: A, precognitive or prophetic; B, compensation for an improper attitude; or C, the result of a traumatic incident which has left a negative impression. Group dreams. Among the more spiritually advanced is an occasional tendency to actively share or participate in a dream with someone else. In these cases, the two people are very much in tune with one another on a psychic or emotional level. It does not mean that they are soulmates, destined for one another. Rather, they are in harmony at some levels in this particular time of their lives and are undergoing similar adjustments on the spiritual plane. Interpretation of the dream should be done the same as with an ordinary dream, but with the other person in the dream interpreted as an aspect of yourself. Dreams versus out-of-body experience. The memory of an out-of-body experience, they call them oobs, has the same elusive quality as the dream. Consequently, it is often difficult to separate the two. One marked difference is the sensation of awareness. In a dream, the visual awareness of self is in one direction only. As with physical sight, you see only what is in front of you. In the out-of-body experience, however, your awareness is all-encompassing. You see not only what is in front of you, but also what is behind, above, below, and on the sides, all at the same time. Do not attempt to interpret an out-of-body experience as you would a dream. Rituals continued. So what? The last lesson I detailed the 4 major or greater Sabbats. Now we'll look into the 4 minor or lesser Sabbats: spring equinox, summer solstice, autumnal equinox, and winter solstice, or Yule. In actual facts, the term major and minor, or greater and lesser, are misnomers for each, is as important as the other. Spring equinox. Let there be a bundle of spring wildflowers lying on or beside the altar. The coveners may wear flowers in their hair if they wish. On the altar lies the preoptic wand, a wooden or earthenware bowl filled with soil and a large seed of some kind. Also, on or under the altar is a sheet of parchment or paper and a writing instrument. The altar cloth and candles should be light green. The erecting the temple is performed. The bell is rung 3 times. Priest: blessed be all within the circle. Priestess: Merry meet we at this springtime rite. All will say, Merry meet. The priest will say, brothers and sisters, hear my words, awake and greet the spring. Lord, Lady, hear us, for we are here. We are here to celebrate with you and for you. The priestess will say, welcome, welcome, beauteous spring. Welcome the time for birth. Welcome the time to plant seeds. Coveners, with priest and priestess leading, take up the flowers and dance diaso around the circle, which means clockwise. As they dance, they bend down to drop their flowers on the line of the circle, till the whole circle is decorated with the flowers. If they wish, they may sing as they dance. When the dancing stops, the bell is rung. Guess how many times? 3. Hold on. Alright. Sorry, I was interrupted. Okay. The priestess or priest will say, springtime and seed time. Springtime is seed time. Now is the time for each of us to plant that which he or she wishes to come to flower. It's people and their machines. The Covener. Springtime is for hopes and desires, for new ideas, for balance and inspiration. Let us now meditate on that which we wish to bring forth. Let us consider our hopes and opportunities and direct our energies to one or more things we would start upon the road life. Hold on, let me see where this fucking guy is. Fucking ridiculous. Anyway, all sit in as comfortable a position as possible. Meditate. Think of what seed of an idea you would like to plant, that it may grow into an opportunity. It might be a quality like patience or perseverance, or it might be the opportunity to do or create something. It might be something not for yourself but for another. Note, you are not here working magic. I'll deal with that fully in a later lesson, but simply planting a seed in your mind that you can nurture and let grow. Like all seeds, it will need tending, attention, and care. To help, it develops and finally blooms. When sufficient time has elapsed, the bell is rung. Priestess or priest takes the parchment and pen and writes at the top his or her seed. The parchment is passed around the circle, and all add their seeds. When it returned, the priestess lights the parchment from the altar candle and holds it so that it burns. The ashes fall into the bowl of earth. As he or she does so, they say, Lord and Lady, receive these our seeds. Let them germinate in our minds and our hearts. Let them prosper and grow to maturity, for we will care for them and encourage them in your name. Taking her athame, the knife, priestess mixes ashes into the soil. She then makes an indentation in the center and lays down the knife. Priest takes up priaptic wand and dances 3 times around the circle with it held aloft over his head. The first time round he dances slowly, the second time faster, and the third time very fast. Returning to the priestess, he holds out the wand vertically before him. By the power of the raised wand doth the seed find the furrow. Blessings upon this handsome wand. She kisses the tip of it. Woo! All honor to it. May it be ever thus. I wish I had a paintball gun, because I would shoot this fucking guy in the neck. Priests lay down the wand and takes up the seed from the altar. He holds it for a moment between the palms of his hands, concentrating his energies into it. He then passes it to the covener next to him, who does the same. The seed is passed around the circle in this fashion till it returns to the priest, and the priestess then takes up the bowl from the altar and holds it high. Of old would we celebrate by together planting the seed, one with another. Here do we symbolize that act in veneration of Our Lady and our Lord. The priestess turns to face the priest, bringing down the bowl and holding it between her breasts. The rites of spring belong to us all, to us and the gods. This is a time of joy and a time for planting. He places the seed in the hollowed space and closes the soil over on top of it. And the priest says, This seed do I place in the womb of the earth, that it may become a part of that earth, a part of life, and a part of us. The priest and priestess kiss, and the priestess replaces the bull on the altar. Then they move around the circle, kissing and hugging each of the covenanters, and the bell is rung 3 times. Then shall follow the ceremony of cakes and ale. After that, the clearing of the temples performed, so that there is plenty of room for fun, games, and entertainment. The evening concludes with the feast. Summer solstice Sabbath. The altar, cloth, and candles should be white. The circle may be decorated with summer flowers, fruits, green branches, or whatever is felt to be appropriate. In the south quarter stands a cauldron filled with water, with an aspergillum beside it. On the altar is an extra large candle, unlit. Besides or on the altar is the priest's horned helmet. The erecting of the temples performed, and the bell is rung 3 times. Cease all sorrows, cease all strife. This day is for living this life. The priest places the horned helmet on his head and stands in front of the altar. He takes extra candle, lights it from regular altar candle, and then raises it high in his right hand. The covenanters raise both hands high and cry, "Hail Lord, hail the sun god, hail the light." While priests remain in the center, priestess goes to stand beside the cauldron. The covenanters join hands and dance around the circle, clockwise. As they move around, priestess sprinkles them with water from the cauldron as they pass, all including the priest and priestess sing, "Comes the Lord of the greenwood, greenwood. Comes the Lord of the greenwood, greenwood." And they say that like 100 times. To court the lady fair in the heat of their passion, passion, in the heat of their passion, passion, in the heat. Man. They say that 3 times, and then they say the grain shall rise again, and then they say, "Come the Lord of the greenwood, greenwood," 3 times. Of course, right? At the end of the song, the bell is rung 7 times. Woo! Finally, we get a change. The priest replaces the lit candle on the altar. Then he dances slowly 12 times, diaso, clockwise, around the circle. I think that's clockwise. Diaso, yeah. As he goes, he says the following, which covenanters repeat after him line for line. "I am he who is the Lord in the light. You are he who is the Lord in the light. I am he who is the sun. You are he who is the sun. Let your love shine as does my radiance. We let our love shine as does your radiance. Let your love spread throughout the world as does my light. We let our love spread throughout the world as does your light. Together with the sun we must also know rain. Together with the sun we must also know rain. So together with joy we must also know pain. I am the life and I am the hope. You are the life and you are the hope. I am the death and the life anew, and you are the death and the life anew. Without me there can be nothing. Without you there can be nothing. So the priest will say it, and then everyone says it, I guess. Yeah. With me you can have all that you desire. Then they say it, and then the priest says, "I am he who is the sun." Then they say, "You are he who is the sun." And then the priest says, "I am he who is the Lord in the light." And then they all say, "You are he who is the Lord in the light." Sounds like a Catholic church. As I give light and life to you, so is it meet that you should give to others. Let us all share all that we have with those who have nothing. Returning to the altar, the priest assumes the God position, led by the priestess. The covenanters move around to bow before the priest. and to lay an offering at his feet. The priest says, "Now may you know the true joy of giving, so be it, so be it. We Wiccans give thanks to the mighty ones for the richness and goodness of life, as there must be rain with the sun, to make all things good, so must we suffer pain with our joy. To know all things, our love is ever with the gods. For though we know not their thoughts, yet we do know their hearts, that all is for our good. Mighty ones, bless us now. Keep us faithful in thy service. We thank you for the crops, for life, for love, for joy. We thank you for the spark that brings us together into you. Help us to live with love and with trust between us. Help us to feel the joy of loving you and loving one another, so be it." And the bells rung 3 times. Then shall follow the ceremony of cakes and ale. Yep, after clearing the temple is performed so that there is plenty of room for the fun games and entertainment. Autumnal Equinox Sabbath. The altar cloth and candles should be red. The circle should be decorated with autumn flowers, acorns, gourds, pine cones, corn sheaves, etc. A bowl of fruit, apples, pears, peaches, and whatever is on the altar. Offerings. See footnote to previous ritual lie around the altar. Okay. The priestess and priest say, "Now do we enjoy the fruits of our labors." And then the covenant says, "Now we do celebrate the harvest. As we sowed in the spring, now do we reap." The priestess and priest says, "Now let us pay our dues and enjoy our just rewards." The bell is rung 3 times. All join hands and move slowly diazo about the circle. A simple dance step or a light skipping step may be used, if desired. The coven goes around 3 times. As they move around, the priest and priestess says, "Here is the balance of day and night. At no point does time stand still. Ever does the wheel turn and turn again. Children are born and grow. Age advances. Death will come to visit as surely as the sun does rise. Since death is inevitable, greet him as a friend. Remember, he it is who opens the door that leads forward into life. Life to death and death to life. Balance and harmony, ever moving on." When the circling stops, the priest takes up the bowl of the fruit and moves around the circle, giving a fruit to each covener. At the giving, there is an embrace and a kiss, and the covener says, "I give thanks to the gods for the sign of the joyful harvest." And the priest ends by giving a fruit to the priestess. Then she, in turn, gives the last one to the priest. The bell is rung 7 times. All then sit and enjoy their fruit. At this time, there can be happy conversation. When all have eaten, the bell is rung 3 times and they all stand again. The priest says, "Although the season of plenty draws to a close, yet are the gods ever with us. Our Lord watches over us, as does his lady." And the priestess says, "To the good season that have already passed, the Lord and the lady give blessings." And the priest says, "To the beautiful of autumn and to those friends we treasure, the Lord and the lady give blessings. Peace, joy, and love to the world. To that we do give our blessings. How is the ground? Well cared for. How are the crops? Beautiful and plentiful. What are our lives? The harvest of the gods. Whilst we enjoy the fruits of our labors, the harvest of our lives, let us never forget those who are not so fortunate. We offer here a portion of our fortunes to go where it may be needed. So mote it be. Then may the Lord and the Lady bless these offerings, bless the givers and bless those who will receive. The bell is rung 3 times, then shall follow the ceremony for cakes and ale. After the clearing of the temples performed, you know the rest. Nice party. Winter solstice Sabbath. The altar cloth and candles should be purple. The circle may be decorated with holly, mistletoe, ivy, etc. There is a cauldron in the south filled with kindling. The priest's horned helmet is beside the altar. Short tapers, one for each covener, lie on the altar. The bell is rung 3 times. The priest sits or kneels in the center of the circle. The coveners say, "Blessed are the gods who turn the mighty wheel." Covener, welcome thrice. Welcome to Yule. The turning point of winter is upon us. Here is an end to the solar year. But here too is a new beginning. The priestess says, "Brothers, sisters, friends, let us show our love by sending forth our power and our strength to he who is the sun god. At this turning of the year's tide, let us join our energies with his, that he may be reborn to ascend once more unto his rightful place," which means they hope that sun comes back. Coveners and priestess join hands in the circle, Diaso chanting, "Turn, turn, turn the wheel, round and round, around it goes. The flame that died is now doth heal. Round and round, around it goes. Return, return, return to life. Round and round, around it goes. Welcome sunlight, farewell strife. Round and round it goes. The sun lord dies, the sun lord lives. Round and round, around it goes. Death opens hands, and new life gives. Round and round, around it goes. Turn, turn, turn the wheel, round and round, around it goes. The flame that died is now doth heal, round and round, around it goes. This may be kept up for as long as desired." Then, while still circling, the priestess says, "Let us kindle fresh fire to light our Lord upon his way. Fire for strength, fire for life." As they pass the altar, the priestess first, then each covener takes up a taper and lights it from the altar candle. Continuing around the circle, when the cauldron is reached, the paper is thrown in to light the kindling and then add to it. When all have thrown in their tapers, circling stops with priestess before the altar. She takes up the horned helmet and moves around to stand before the kneeling priest. And the priestess says, "May all power, witches, all strengthen the newborn Lord." The priestess places the horned helmet on the priest's head. He comes to his feet and raises his hands high. "Life, love, I am the Sun Lord." He lowers his hands, then moves slowly around the circle, speaking as though talking to each individual, the covener, as he moves round. The priest says, "I fell into deep darkness and death I knew, yet was I of starseed. On the tail of the comet I rent the velvet darkness of everlasting light. Ablaze with glory I was reborn to start again, the perennial cycle of guardianship that evermore drives me through death and birth alike. With the compassionate of Our Lady I face into the wind, knowing that we fly upon wings of time through timeless worlds together. All hail the sun god. All hail the death and birth of Yule. All hail." The bell is rung 7 times. The priest and priestess join hands and lead the coveners in a dance about the circle, and the bell is rung 3 times. Then shall follow the ceremony for cakes and ale after the clearing of the temples performed. And that will end this chapter. Lesson 8 says marriage, birth, death, and channeling. And no, I ain't reading no more. Case closed. Oh no, my phone is going to die. That is a horrible fucking whatchamacallit. Man, everyone left, eh? Sick and tired of Chuck talking about witchcraft, man. The fuck, man? Fuck is Chuck's problem, yo? Always talking about that witchcraft. Shit, fucking. If I was to choose any religion, which I wouldn't, it would be witchcraft. I mean, peace to Morgan Marustri, Faceplant, Axis. Who else came by while I was reading? That's about it. Fools and Tools. Maggot. Gabriel. Axis. Oh no. Damn it. Did I sound okay through this whole thing? Because I accidentally left on. I did put it on speakerphone. So I accidentally didn't unhook my fucking Bluetooth headphones. I hope it didn't sound like shit, man. Some of these chapters are so long. I know people can tell that I was trying to hurry up and get that shit done, man. Like I read so much in the last week. It's insane, man. But I choose to read. If the book is interesting, I'll keep going. I skipped the lesson 6. Like I said, I skimmed over it, and it was stuff that's already talked about in the previous lesson. So I'm like, I'm skipping over that. I have some other books. I think I will. I've done the book thing, man. I've done a lot of Manly P. Hall books. And if you go and look at my playlist, you'll see the books that I've read. But people don't seem to enjoy them, so. Which, why should I even give a fuck if people enjoy them or not, right? It's all about what I enjoy. So. Uh, like I said, man, the Christians and Catholics do their best to down witchcraft because once you start learning about witchcraft, you realize all these religions practice witchcraft, and that's what they're trying to hide. Because once people learn about witchcraft, they're going to realize that they've been getting bamboozled by religion and lied to their face. When you go to church, they're practicing witchcraft right in front of your face. And it, I don't know.
What's up, dude?
What up?
Man, I'm gonna try to go to work today. Here, shortly.
Why, you're getting tired of sitting home, huh?
I'm getting broke sitting home, man. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, at least you don't work for free like me.
Yeah. Well, I've done plenty of free work. Trust me.
But,
But I'm over that shit. I told you, Chuck. We just fired a motherfucker today, dude. Why do you think I'm going to work? If you was anywhere around here, man, you'd be good to go. Told you that.
I'll never work another day in my life unless I'm the boss.
Well,
I've worked. Nah, I'm lying.
you'd be
If it was a friend, I
you'd
would
be
go to
getting
work.
taken care of, though. You know what I mean?
I got so much experience.
I'll show you my new thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you were playing it.
Yeah, well, I got. Look at this gnarly motherfucker here, man.
Wow.
See
Yeah,
it?
and you're gonna go to work. How you gonna go to work with that fucking thing on your hip? I mean, you could. I'm not trying to like.
There ain't no could. I'm going to. I have to, man. My fucking brother, it's fucking killing my brother, dude. These motherfuckers don't want to show up to work, man. You know? I got a doctor's appointment at 10:20. Hey, I've been working on some stuff for you. Fools has heard it.
What, music?
Yeah, well, hear it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. Let me get the settings right.
I fucking broke my headphones yesterday, man.
Oh, technical difficulties.
My
No, but
fucking headphones snapped,
I
yo.
don't have the powder cotton. I just can't do it.
Yeah, where did that piece go? The whole
What,
piece was stuck in my phone.
Did you lose a cracker rock? Where'd it go? Here, I'm going to find it.
I lost my well, I didn't lose, I broke my wired headphones. I'll just buy another pair.
I gotta find this setting, man. I'll tune it while I do that.
You tune it. Well, he tunes it. I just want to say, when I read these chapters and lessons out of the book, I doesn't necessarily mean I agree with everything that I'm reading. And I've not read any of these books. So some of the stuff they speak I don't agree with. Alright, go ahead, Lonnie.
Louder, lower, what?
Nah, that's good. You don't want it too loud.
You hear it?
Yeah, we hear it. I do. Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Wait, hold on a minute, man. I gotta fucking listen to this real quick. Okay, I remember now. Fools, let me know if I got this right. I ain't got any of these. I wasn't ready, but I just want to give you a good idea of what 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 I'm working on. So when I asked you if you want it clean or dirty, you know what I mean by that, right? And then the reverb was the reverb, okay? Which that would have
Of
been.
course, you want it clean. You want to get out all the. When you say clean, you mean filter it, right?
I mean without distortion.
Yeah.
Like that's what's clean with reverb.
We'll talk about that in a minute, Morgan.
What?
Morgan asked me a question.
Oh, all right. My bad, man.
Morgan said, said Charles, what do you consider to be the order of the elements? Magic works in a circle. And I've never captured energy in a circle. I've never I don't know enough to really move forward and try it. I'm not going to jump off a cliff. Um I'm not like these people who sell their soul or do any magic to get to the top. They don't care
See my new
what they
studio
conjure
I'm
up,
setting up.
And I don't even know if that's true or possible.
What's that?
But what do you mean by the order of the elements? I'm learning though. I don't have teachers or anything, so I'm self-learning the knowledge itself.
Right. Yeah, that's where the exchange of information is so valuable, man, and it is always appreciated, man. That's how I learned. I learned from you guys.
Like
You know
as
what I
far as
mean?
witchcraft, Morgan, I like the the earth part where you connect with the earth and using herbs and spices and all that. And just being one with nature and the earth. And the elements, I would say the ether is like the containment of all elements in one. Now I know people like say this stuff, but what if we was to create our own? I mean, we can't create our own elements, but meaning like they say water is healing, expression, peace, and compassion. But what if we created our own? Because that's what they've been barking in this book the whole time. It's about what you and creating your own reality. That's the problem I have with the system and religion is everything's handed to you and how they want you to see things. It's not even our own reality. We're being handed fucking
Where you're talking about that, dude? I was just speaking about it this morning, and if you, I don't want to say demand it because it's not a demand. And I was speaking to someone about talking to universe, source, God, you know, uh, whatever you want to call that ultimate uh, frequency or energy or whatever you want to call it, man.
that's
The
what I
all,
say. Yeah, that's what I say the creator is, the energy. Because
right?
without
It
that
is
energy,
because
that
it is.
vibration,
So hold
everything
on.
would fall.
So if you don't want to be a good bagging motherfucker, you know what I mean? But you want to be direct. Are you always just gonna fucking be a stagnant motherfucker, man? And you're not gonna go anywhere. You're gonna fucking probably go in circles. I've done it. I've done it in days. But it mirrors back to you. You understand what I'm saying? So, me and somebody was talking about how we all need to become our own linguist, and start checking out linguistics and start finding new ways of speaking verbally, and not just verbally, but what you think. Just because you don't say something doesn't mean it's not heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You might
Everything is
say it in your mind.
everything is mental, man. Yeah, yeah, it is. But power in the word, we know this. So what I'm saying is, um, the English language, especially the English language, was designed with nefarious purposes in mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To keep you at a low vibrating level. You know what I mean? To keep you
Keeping you
trapped.
docile, stagnant.
Right.
Religion will create an anchor or ceiling.
Right.
Religion only allows you to elevate so high. That's why I
Why?
don't
Why they
subscribe
vamp?
to them.
Why they vamp our punk ass? You know what I mean? The
Now,
shit
I
is.
could get information out of all the religions as I do, because they're just books of knowledge and maybe a little wisdom, but I don't bow to any of these books. It just blows my mind that people say God wrote that book when they know goddamn well philosophers
Did
wrote
you
that
write that
book.
book?
The King James.
Which God wrote
Yeah, exactly.
it? Which God? Their God?
I
Their
am God.
digital God? I mean, what God are we speaking of? Okay,
We're all
that's
God.
words of man.
Look
Last
at these
time I
pictures
checked,
I
God didn't have
found.
physical fucking what do you call it? Well, they didn't have a body, man. You know,
I
we're the
want to
only
know
ones
where all the
that
giants
have
went.
that. But we're all part of that same God.
I think these titans and giants were used. The
We were
titans were used to build the
well.
firmament.
Depends, man. Now they could be here now, just in a different dimension.
Male, female.
You see what I'm saying? Because
There
these
is
fuckers,
seven
what
heavens
they're doing is
allegedly, right?
reverse engineering this fucking spirit, man. So they can travel in the astral. You know what I mean? Uh, but they're just I don't understand a lot of what's happening or what they're trying to make happen, but uh, it's all centers around like just a couple things, man. And it's like, for one, the material, okay, and for two, uh, like greed, and I mean, it truly is spiritual, man. I mean, they want to, I don't know, have their cake and eat it too, man. But they want to go about it uh, the totally wrong way. Being a murderous, sadistic psychopath, and not give a shit about anybody or anything except themselves. And you're free to jump on board, man, as long as you're with the lie. You know what I mean? They don't mind taking you in. They don't, but they don't mind killing you either, though. You know? Uh, I mean, yeah, it's these beings are fucked up, man. But
Yeah, I've been writing a lot of new music too, Lonnie.
huh?
I said I wrote some music. I write every day.
Yeah, I get it stuck in my head, man. I was telling my girlfriend that yesterday. I was like, God, man, I said, I got this fucking riff stuck in my head and I can't. I forgot more than I know, man. You know what I mean? And now, I mean, that's not bad, dude. 2 wrist surgeries, and how many days later I'm fucking playing?
I'm gonna say this rhyme I wrote to those who appreciate my poetry. It's not finished completely, but these are just what I got. I haven't cleaned it up yet. I said, my thoughts come alive when I speak powerful words. Sounds pluck your strings, feelings, and nerves. Pulling cards, don't make me call out your name. Don't ever disrespect Chuck in vain. Leave you in purgatory after the bear spits flame. All charges are void. I plead the fifth, I disclaim. People say put down the guns and pick up the gloves. After I kill Mikes, release all the doves. I'm the equivalent of the reverse spelling of love. No weapon formed against me will ever prosper. All that acting tough, you should win an Oscar. There's no telling what sellouts do for $1. Puppeteers pull strings, controlling all the isms. The craft of a witch spoken out during baptisms. Psychological war, all a slave to the rhythm. Cast shapes in the dirt is where I draw the line. Flirting with spirits when you tap into the divine, the power of the mind. I said, peace to the gods, I'm about to glide over this beat. My craft is so discreet. From the tip of my pen, cast sigils from the ink. The etheric energy up from the soles of my feet. The serpent sound describe visuals of all I can see. Whether in this realm, from the physical or spiritually, I give life my all, master of my experience, a wizard with a wand, illusions are mysterious. No, that's stupid. I'm gonna skip that part. I said I was raised in Connecticut, all respect to the Mohegans. I smoked the best bud strictly from the Garden of Eden. Shout out to Renegade One from the lands of Sweden. I'm a student on a journey and Mother Earth is teaching. There was this story this guy told about this lady in Dubai, so I wrote it. I wrote a rhyme real quick. I said, I was told about Dubai at this undisclosed location. There's this woman, she reacted no hesitation for $50,000, a portal potty defecation. Is it her ego or greed, or maybe it's the combination? No self-respect. Let's talk fall of the nation. Psychological war, loss of common sense from my observation. The illusion is united in this divided corporation. If we worked as a unit, we wouldn't be cops breed tyranny off assumptions. What constitutional rights? The governments are the bully to the people waiting on a savior to fight. Instead of guidance, you're being blinded by the light. Religion is stagnant. Christians say they are chosen. They're really hypocrites. Let's take a close look. I mean, hold up. Oh, Christians say they are chosen. Really hypocrites. Let's take a look at Matthew 6, 5, and 6. If you can't think for self, ignorance is bliss. The circle is a portal summoning spirit from the abyss. Damn, I should have went into more of that.
I like
Matthew
that, dude.
6. At Matthew 5 and 6, man.
Yeah, I like that. Trying to remember something.
I said people thought angels were falling from all the bodies dropping. Warriors stampede like a herd of oxen, throwing hands with the darkness or shadow boxing. One kidney shot and you'll be shitting toxins. Yeah, heavy metal, man. That shit makes you like
What?
want to just go crazy. Like heavy metal and some forms of this hip hop or whatever people want to call it. It's like Chaotic, man. That's why I like Metallica and stuff. It's good music to work out to.
Yeah.
Considering I don't work out anymore, but. Oh shit, Dom came here. What's up, Dom? Hold on that, man, real quick. Is Axis still in here? He probably departed. Yeah, I muted you for a second just so I could
you're
talk
fine.
real quick. Yeah, I never knew Lonnie was. It's Lonnie. Who else played the guitar? Lonnie, Lucid, and I think it was OTW that came to my channel one time and played. There's a lot of talent in the community. All religions are herd mentality. Yeah, that's why they call Jesus the sheep herder. And it, no disrespect to anyone that's religious. I got friends I grew up with that are religious, and that's their decision. I don't hate them, or I don't hate anyone, because that's their choice and their life. But it just sucks when you show religious people respect because that's their choice. But then when you speak your mind and how you feel or see things, they don't want to respect. And that's wild coming from Christians that should be love thy neighbor, but instead they criticize their neighbor and talk down to them. Only individuals have a conscience. And even Satanism, I've looked into that a little bit, and on any religion or any book, I can pull stuff out of it and apply it to life. But they did a survey on religion, and I was shocked that atheists and I forgot knew more about the Bible than Christians were at the very bottom of that survey. That's mind blowing. There's this guy I watched, Dade Murphy, and he's not from Florida. I thought he was. I think he's in Ohio or where. Wild, man. Now we're gonna have this problem. StreamYard. I haven't been getting booted out in a long time. Now all of a sudden they're gonna start this again. Yeah, not everyone can handle the truth. just like the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah, I think the Ark of the Covenant was some sort of battery. Maybe I watched this little short video and the guy said the Levites was just a word for levitation, because only the Levites or Levites can carry the Ark of the Covenant. I personally think they've been using sound or vibration to move stone and everything, or even electro. When I used to plan the railroad tracks, we used to rub a metal stick and you'd see the sparks. I was intrigued. But then I would play with the magnets, and I would think when I was younger, when you turn a magnet and it has that, you can't stick them together, it has that energy like in between. I always would think they could harness that. They already did with these Mach whatever trains. I think that's a trick religion uses too, is they have people looking outside their self. If people knew they were God, and I don't mean a God like in a pyramid scheme where you're ruling over people and you're better or less than someone. I mean a God being in control of your life. It's your decision making. Like Satan being the god of material, right? Or the ruler of the material world, because lower vibrating light materializes. All this shit they I don't know, religion just creates all these stories that are coded to confuse people, keep them lost and stagnant, because people lost, stagnant, don't know who they truly are, easier to control, just like they do with politics. They divide people up. I tried to talk to someone about Juneteenth. They were like, Juneteenth is Wednesday. And I was like, what's that? And they were explaining to me about slavery. And I'm like, get that shit out of here. They always try to create these, like black people had it worse than so-called white people and this and that. I'm not buying none of that shit. We've all had it fucked up. Why don't they talk about the European slave ships my ancestors came on? They don't talk about it because it would destroy their entire paradigm of bullshit. We're all slaves. And I told the lady that for the Juneteenth, she was explaining to me what it was. And I said, we're all slaves. She goes, not like they were. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're getting duped more than ever. You work your ass off for them to suck your money out of your check, make you pay all this money for land they stole, and fucking, yeah, we got it. We got it better than they had it. Probably worse. Biden, that guy's a fucking clown. Like, who falls asleep in an interview, snoring at that? They do that on purpose, just to show. I think they do that stuff right in the open because they like rubbing it in the faces of the people that. But it's all gonna come crashing down. See, they think people ain't gonna do nothing, but it's coming real soon to where when they got 500,000 fucking. That's what we got to do on a number. Is start serving these judges and everything papers for treason and breaking the law. People don't do that shit, so they think they can get away with everything. But if people banded together as a unit, even if the courts are corrupt, just showing the volume of people coming together and we ain't putting up with this shit no more, we'll have them shaking in their tennis shoes. Let's see what Lonnie's doing.
I'm trying to remember this riff I came up with the other day. Okay. That's it.
Okay, earplugs work also. If anyone wants to come up and speak on anything they have on mind, like Morgan, Dom, Lonnie's in a he's feeling himself right now. I don't blame him. Hold on. All right. Let's see. What do I have here? I don't know if anyone's seen these pictures last time, but I found some giants in these old pictures for sure. Look at them little people at the bottom of the steps. And then you got these tall ass giant people, man. Now, you could say those are children. No, they're not. Those are our size people. People could argue and say they're drawings, Chuck. Yeah, and like I said, if I show drawings, people say they're only drawings. Anyone could do that. I agree. Okay, fine. But if I show like pictures of giant doorways or these high ass ceilings in Penn Station and these buildings that were built by 12 and 14-foot people, it don't matter what angle. It don't matter what angle I come from.
I gotta get ready to get out of here. How long are you gonna be on, Charles?
I don't know. Maybe a little while longer. Another hour.
All right. Won't you give me a call when you get done? Don't forget.
Might be done sooner. I don't know. It depends.
All right. Well, I'm trying to holler at you about something.
It all
The
depends on
norm.
the
It's
life.
nothing bad.
All depends.
Plus, I was.
Saturday's live stream is awesome.
I'm gonna make a donation to you today too. So
That would be real awesome.
yeah, that's what I wanted to holler at you about. Before I do that, that's why I wanted to talk to you. But anyway, give me a call when you get done, dude. I gotta get ready to get the fuck out of here.
All right, bro.
Yep.
Have a
Gotta
great
go make
day.
gotta go make some money, man. Gotta go help my brother out, dude. Can't depend on anybody else except for fucking his brother that gets paid half his fucking wages and um, is all fucked up right now because of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I haven't done it yet, but look here, man. I got all my shit to do my oil painting, and I
That
got
sucks. You gotta
look
walk
at
around with that fucking thing.
yeah.
That's
It's all
a
right though,
lot of
man. I'm not tripping. I'm gonna use the Luon, dude. Look, see that Luon?
yeah.
See how big that is?
That's a
That's
nice
how big
piece of
my
wood.
canvas is gonna be. Yeah.
That's a
And
nice piece of wood.
I showed you this earlier. I'm putting it together, my little studio deal.
Hmm.
These are my monitors. Yeah, it's coming together, man.
That's a nice setup. Yeah, I gotta get my setup better. I'm gonna buy me some new headphones.
And, yeah, and there's
Couple.
my new fucking pedal I got.
I gotta get new headphones. I want to get internet, so then I could always use my laptop and share the screen. And
Yeah, that's what I need to do, man.
the top spot is I would work for YouTube, but they don't pay shit.
No, they don't pay shit, man. You gotta.
They don't
I
support
don't
my
know how. I
thing.
don't know how these people are making all this money. I think they're lying. You know, pick you up a fucking instrument, start playing
No,
guitar or
they
something, dude.
don't.
Even
They're signing
percussion.
contracts. If you got influence over children, trust me, they'll give you $1 million contract.
I'm like, yeah, man. Hell yeah, and a blowjob.
Whoa. Uh, like that dude, what's his name there?
Saint
Uh,
Nick.
name,
I'm
a lot
kidding.
of these
No, I
YouTubers,
really ain't kidding. Actually, yeah.
they
But
use
yeah,
them
he's a fuck.
robots to get subscribers and
Right.
they use them robots in the chat to make it look like there's more people and a lot of tricks that are used. They're all magicians
I'm doing good. I'm doing
pulling
real
them
good on
tricks out
time,
of sleep.
dude. I've slept so much in the past 2 weeks, dude, that my body's all fucked up. You know what I mean? As far as won't cooperate. When Lonnie says, "Hey, let's go to bed," mine goes, "No, let's stay up for another 10 hours." But yet, when my girlfriend was here last night, I didn't have no problem going to bed. You know, she was worried about me getting on them fucking pain pills, man. You know what I mean? Being an addict and shit. I'm like, fucking, I ain't worried about them fucking pain pills. Trust me. Uh,
You don't
but
want those.
dude, I was in so much fucking pain, dude. No, I
Well,
had to, and
then
I
I
had to
could
use them,
see.
dude. They weren't. They gave me
But you don't.
oxycodone or some shit,
No,
which ain't
that's
shit. And
that's like
then,
taking an aspirin.
yeah, well, they were giving me Dilaudid in the fucking hospital. That's how bad pain I was in, dude. I didn't ask for none of that shit. But yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. Oh, this is what I was doing. My fucking lunchbox I bought me, man. I'm glad I bought this motherfucker. $50. I felt like I definitely took a fucking on that one. Oh, See what your plant looks like, dude, when you tell it you love it every day? That thing was about dead, dude. Turn this shit off.
Fuck.
Okay.
I forgot who these paintings were by, but this painter is fucking amazing. It's some Renaissance paintings.
Oh, man. Let me see. Go back. Go back. Oh, wow. You know what? That's what we need to start doing. We need to start looking at the fucking paintings that they are saying were done at, you know what time period? I talked to Dean. I told Dean to go back and look at these major cities, not even the major cities in over there in Australia, and I want to know if they've had big fires in each and every fucking town.
This is the
And what year?
1500s. And look, they got an electrical thing right here. I think electricity has always been, but in order for them to sell electricity, they had to come up with these lies and say,
There was
"Oh,
an
it was
obelisk
invented
right there in the
in-"
fucking middle, ain't it?
Yeah, electricity to me,
Yeah.
even in
Free
portals that
energy,
we have
baby.
now, like the portal in New York City that goes to Dublin, Ireland. That's what I
Yeah.
think these portals used to be. These big circles. What was that TV show that had the portals they would walk through?
Stargate. It's Stargate.
Yeah, Stargate. I think you
Dude,
couldn't walk through these
real. It was
portals.
real.
Yeah, but they
It's
weren't walked
real.
through, bro. I think they were just like the one you see in New York. They were these big screens,
Yeah.
like mirror, mirror on the wall, all that
Yeah.
black mirror.
Yeah. That changed now. That's a Mandela now. You know?
Nelson Mandela. Look at his
Yeah.
castle. Like, where did all
Yeah.
these castles go? Look at that flying ship. Or no, that castle looks flooded, actually.
Yeah. I'm looking at it on my TV. What the fuck? Hey, what's that on the top of that, man?
That's a demon or some sort of dark spirit trying to rev something up its ass.
It's definitely a fucking castle, dude.
Yeah. That's a flying boat,
Okay.
too. I think they
Uh-huh.
did have boats that fly with balloons and helium.
Yeah. Yeah. Something with the Zeppelins, man.
This
Is
giant in this picture.
they did that shit intentionally, okay? To make it look like it was more dangerous than what it really was. So that way they eliminate that mode of transportation. No, I didn't. I got you. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
So you remember because in the it showed the footage of it, and I remember the dude saying something about for the humanity. You know, it's like too perfect of a scenario to where you just happen to have this guy on fucking interview or the news or whatever the case may be. For the love of humanity, yeah. Now
Like
you
this.
motherfuckers knew it was going to happen before it happened. And the thing is, who died on that Zeppelin? Do you remember that?
No.
It's the one. It was the great big motherfucker, man.
Yeah. And that was the only crash that ever happened with the Zeppelins. Think about
Right.
that.
Yeah. And then they quit, you know what I mean? They quit using them motherfuckers.
Imagine this fucking thing peeking in your door when you're sleeping. Look at that skeleton.
Or what the
Weird fucking thing. Dude, am I bugging? Or does
what?
that guy holding up that horn got something out of his bum bum? I must be tripping, bro, but yeah, that's sick.
What?
Yeah, it's in
Okay.
this picture
Hold on.
too. This
Hold on a
this
minute,
supposed to be
man.
hell.
Yeah, he's got something come out of his fucking cornhole, bub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's odd.
He, looks like he just shit a dagger.
This cat shit out a fucking flute. When he farts, it'd be like beep doop beep beep. Talk about tooting.
Hey, this is cool, dude. I love that. Where'd you get that at? You got any more of those like that?
Yeah, I could send it to you.
Yeah. Do that, man.
Look at this picture. Now this picture has giants in it. If that king was to stand up, he would be double the size of those people lined up. All them people sitting up at the top there are like twice the size of these people in line. The giants, I don't want to hear that. Oh, well, they painted the king so huge to show his authority. Why? He has a crown on. People know what's up.
Here we've learned that these figureheads, man, over in the British Empire, I mean England, whatever, they were all put there, man. You know what I mean? They were put in power. They weren't fucking anybody
My
special.
family. Come to find out, it'd be like first cousins and another first cousin will
They're all
do the
incestuous,
thing.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then their babies come out. "Eh, but,
yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's the motherfuckers that you don't hear, like the paysayers, and them motherfuckers. Uh, Here's a good one, man. Um, yeah, everybody's gonna like this one. They'll hate me too. But so Hitler wasn't such the bad guy they made him out to be.
Yeah.
Uh, what if Hitler was giving away, wanting to give away free energy just like Tesla?
Well, I know he had a lot of doubles, that guy, but just like Saddam, but
He went against the grain, dude. He went against the grain.
the
Okay.
whole fucking Europe, the French, Britain, then the United States. Like the United States, how did we defeat British, right? And then all of a sudden we're military still under the
We didn't, man. We didn't. That was a lie. Everything's tied together. We're finding that out. Just like in fucking Operation Paperclip and all that bullshit. Hey, here, pull this file. Pull this file. Any of them that's got a paperclip on it, pull it, motherfucker. We need him. We need him. Because he's going to be our guy that's going to start fucking reverse engineering shit. Yeah, his scientists had already figured a lot of that shit out, man.
Well, look at this flag. You got, I see the North Pole with the four lands, or the Iron Cross, or compass, north, east, southwest. There's 13 stars. The center star is Polaris, and then you got the other 12 zodiacs spinning around. Also, you got summer, or spring, summer, fall, and winter, the four corners, the four seasons. It's all in this flag, but they desecrated this flag.
Yeah.
Just like they do with everything else, like the swastika has been desecrated and now it's evil. Look at what they did to the
You definitely can't rock no swastika, and you definitely ain't rocking no fucking Hitler mustache either.
But look
They
at
ruined it. Fucked it up for everybody.
Look at
Oh, looky here. I never did like these motherfuckers.
what, the Simpsons?
Never did like them motherfuckers.
I love that cartoon.
Man.
That guy passed away. I didn't even know that.
Who's that? They're not real, man. Them ain't real, bro. Them are cartoons, man.
Matt Georging, or whatever his name is.
Hey, much love to everybody in the chat today, man, and thank you for all the well wishes and shit. I really appreciate that. All the positive energy is always welcomed. I'll try to help everybody out, man, best I can. I can't even help myself right now. I've been trying to get the fuck out of the house for over an hour.
This was the corner of this map. I like this map. And I personally do think the moon is a map of our realm. And I personally think they got
Well,
all this land is most likely not even ice. I
they're
bet you
saying
they
it's a
got
reflection
different
of the
suns
earth,
out there.
man. The earth
There's different
round.
suns. We're being fucking screwed.
Yep. Unfortunately, yes, we are, buddy. But it's okay. Jesus is going to come and save us.
Woohoo!
It depends on where you're from. You might know him as Jesus.
Esau. What other names he has? Yeshua,
Yeah.
Esau, whatever. Jesus,
It's fucked
the
up, man.
queer. His name is the queer.
All right.
The best
Oh,
story I like of Jesus is the liquid in the spine story with the 33 vertebrae.
oh, there you go, bro. Here's the motherfucking paints I got. I forgot all about these. I'm ready, man. Bam. Oh, hell no.
See,
Oh,
I
there
don't
it is.
agree with this. The way he's showing the moon,
Well,
I don't even think the moon is solid, and I know the moon don't make
oh,
the tides either.
but here's the thing. What's it matter? How's it gonna fucking? I mean, how's it gonna serve you or I, man? What I mean,
It's so good.
is it a
You don't know who
harvester?
you are, where you
Is
are.
it a storage tank for fucking energy? What is it?
It could be a map. That's why it was put there for people to, to
Well, it
travel.
serves the purpose. I mean, and it does have an effect on us. 100%, it has an effect on us. Yeah, man, that's factual. Um, but I mean, I can't really speak on it, but I know people that do know a lot about it, and I know from different sources, because you always got to consider your source, but uh, from a few reliable sources, man, that yes, in fact, it does have a lot to do with us. That's why uh, on certain moons they certain shit happens, like on full moons the crime rate goes up. I mean, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's fucking nuts, man. Uh, I mean, who knows? Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, it's my brother calling.
Hold up. Hey, oh no, 14? That ain't gonna fit. I want to exaggerate it a little bit. I knew it. I knew it. Look, they're in outer space. Shit. Patagonian tribe. Yeah, I gotta do better to cleanse the body. Yeah, I always wonder. You got Greenland, Iceland. Russia. Huh. Look at them big archways in the back. I mean, earthquake of 1868. They had cameras back then. They they won't admit it. Earthquake or direct energy weapon? Look at that guy's hunting a Gretchen. A Gretchen, there's a serpent and a lion. But that Gretchen looks like it's about to attack him. The Isles de Salomon. Where is this? Yeah, I found this map, which is a good drawing, but I couldn't find a clear version of it. I looked and looked. It's kind of disappointing. And I seen this video of this bobcat, and it's such a beautiful cat, man. It's all fluffy, but imagine getting a baby bobcat. I've seen videos of people raising bobcats. That'd be awesome. Man, I bet you this cat could leap too. So what do people think about this?
Rock or a giant tree stump? That's a tree stump. They say all that shit'll grow back too, man. They know what's
I don't
happening.
know. But I think trees were this big. This is a drawing, but I definitely know trees were this big, and it reminds me of the movie Avatar.
Why do you think
I
they cut
think
down all them red oaks, dude?
what these?
Any of the mammoth trees, man. Um,
Yeah, it's a shame.
well,
People said they
you
did
gotta,
it to survive and make
you
money.
got
What
no. They,
fucking
you know
idiot.
what? You're dealing with people that they know that certain energies will bring anything to life and to its highest potential. You know, they're already coming out with them fucking med beds. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, man. It's this healing through frequency, which basically is kind of like the telehealth fucking wide body area network, you know, healthcare wirelessly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Madison
ridiculous.
wirelessly, you know. Yeah, because uh we've all got them biosensors in us now, and who knows how long they've been there. I just can't wait till I want to see the reaction of the mass public of are people going to freak out? Are they going to contest? Are they going to just submit? I don't know.
People
I've
are
been on the
more
war for 2.5
submitted.
years, man. So I ain't laid down yet.
People
But
are submissive and gullible.
yeah, I see a submissive mass public, dude. And I think they're so used to taking the dick that getting dicked again ain't gonna matter. I mean, we all been getting fucked our whole lives, you know. Where's my buddy Kim at? She ain't come up today. Kimba, where you at? Anybody? Fools? Axes? Dom? I ain't got too many enemies, so I ain't worried about that. Trying to build, man. Help Chuck build this morning. I know I gotta get the fuck out of here. There we go. What the fuck? Oh, I see what it was. All right. So my brother, he calls me, and he's like, "That's who it was that called me." He's so glad that I'm coming to work. That yeah. Anyway, um, he was asking me about pressure washers. Uh, I need to know about a pressure washer. I said, "Man, I got a brand new pressure washer. What are you talking about? You know that." No, it's talking about that other one. I said, "Fuck, I got another one just like the big one I just bought." But he got this one, dude. He bought one, and the motherfucker just like the motor mounts on it. It just felt like it vibrated apart or something. So he's asking me about that. And I'm like, dude, I can fix it, no problem. About an hour. I mean, maybe half hour. Yeah, I need. His best friend's gonna help me, man. He's gonna be my helper. So I think I'm probably gonna be his helper. Shit, look at this fucking shaping up. But I gotta make it work, dude. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, I need a new acoustic guitar, man.
What do you think about this?
Huh? What time is it,
Um,
Chuck?
hold on.
Huh?
Seriously, Ray said, they want us to fight back so they can justify martial law, right? Just like they used that September event 20-something years ago to
Yeah.
implement
Oh, nice.
the Patriot
Earth is
Act.
in Earth.
Just like that thing that happened in Connecticut. They used that
Yeah.
to make people. Wouldn't you think they would want you to have vests on after something like that happened? Now they use that so people have to register. And they're going to try to take people's pow, but it ain't going to happen.
Right. Right.
And the reason why
Uh,
they say that is so people go buy more.
this motherfucker here, man. Oh. Okay. Oh,
Mm,
okay. So this. What time is it? 9. Okay, I gotta go here in a minute. Okay, so let's see. I got this. I got this. That's all I need. I need some cigarettes. I got cigarettes. Nope. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's what I needed right here. Okay. The bandana on. I got extra. I need an extra shirt. That's what I need.
what? Fuck. Do 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 do. I like this picture right here. I'm not too much into the Hollow Earth, even though there is underground bases and stuff. Um, Unfortunately, there's none for us though. You know, you know, the good old government don't give two flying shitballs what happens to us. And you know the sad part that really fires me up is we were dumb enough and gullible enough to build them all their underground bases, all their weapons they could use against us. Wild shit, man. Hmm. I'll probably do that book, the Book of Magi. That sounds interesting. The torso is the center of our toroidal field. If anyone wants to jump up on the panel, I think the link is still there. It should be. And you know what else is crazy? The heart of the earth. They say the heart is the green chakra, no? And what's at the heart of the earth? The aurora borealis, which is green for the most part, which is at the heart of the earth. The wheel of the year, which would be Ezekiel's wheel. Yeah, Saturday's live stream was fire. Thanks to well, Cage came by. Thanks, I haven't seen Cage in a minute. And then who came Saturday? It was I know Max Vision. That was an awesome build. And I forgot who else came. I think it was Naga and a few other people. Huh, why didn't this symbol... Let's see if anyone else comes up. I'll probably give it about a half hour. If no one comes up, I'll probably just jump off. You know what I'm saying? Wilbur. Who remembers that show? That shit was funny. In spiritual teachings, the ether is considered the container for all the other elements. It is the space in which the elements of the earth, water, fire, and wind exist and interact. Huh. Just as a container holds various objects, the ether holds the essence and energy of these elements. It provides a platform for their expression and harmonious coexistence. That's dope. The ether. The ether. Let's see, where are we? Ether as the fifth element. Ether, or akasha, is recognized as the first element in yogic and Ayurvedic philosophy. It represents space and is fundamental to understanding of the other four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. Ether is the element from which all other elements arise, and it is the container that holds them together. It provides the canvas on which the dance of life unfolds. I always said the stars are creating the dance of life. The qualities of ether are unique and distinct. It is the most subtle of all the elements, devoid of the firmness of earth, the coolness of water, the heat of fire, or the movement of wind. Ether represents the essence of emptiness, providing a sense of expansion and possibility. It is through the presence of ether that the other elements find their expression and purpose. The throat chakra, also known as the BITCHUTE, is directly connected to the space element. Located at the base of the throat, this chakra is associated with self-expression, speaking honestly, and truly listening. When the throat chakra is in balance, one can communicate their truth with clarity and authenticity. Imbalances in this chakra may manifest as shyness or chronic throat soreness, indicating a need for attention or healing. What the fuck is going on? Yo. Understanding the spiritual significance of ether allows us to recognize the importance of space and emptiness in our lives. It encourages us to embrace the subtlety and the expansiveness of this element, fostering fostering a deeper connection with our spiritual selves and the world around us. Incorporating practices that balance and nourish the ether element can lead to a more profound spiritual journey and a greater sense of interconnectedness. The qualities of the ether in the realm of spirituality. Ether holds a unique place among the five elements. It possesses distinct qualities that set it apart from earth, water, fire, and wind. Let's explore the subtle and profound nature of ether as its role as the container of elements. Let's not and say we did. Oh, what's this? Prima Matura. I like this little thing here. Ignis. Hmm, interesting. Hold up. Cool. Huh. Tone, life. Why is a life inner mobility or posture? Why does that have a V? So life is the and then the upward V. That's more like a vector. A vector. Element process symbols. The celestial salt and the celestial knitter. What's that? Knitter? Volatile, fixed. So water is the same symbol as the female, just as well as fire is the symbol of a male. Huh. Salt and sulfur, and then mercury. Oh, let's climb up the pyramid. Is that Joe Biden sleeping over there? Oh. It's been a pretty bland live stream, no? I guess people haven't been coming around. Not saying anyone. Everyone that's present here is usually here every day, like Fools and Tools and Danny. But I think a lot of people don't appreciate my reading, and that's fine. They don't have to. But one thing is, I respect how everyone else sees things, but sometimes I wonder if people respect me. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm just simply observing. Very observative with my observation. I know you appreciate Fools and Tools. The heck? Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, the reading. I might not agree with everything in reading, but that's part of reading, I guess. And you know, my real main point of this channel. Look at me and Max Vision had such a great build. He don't agree with everything with Flat Earth. He says he's a glober. A lot of people can't look past differences in people. They use that and hold it against someone or create excuses to not work with that person. Me, I'm trying to break that and show people differences is life. Sometimes you gotta look past differences, you know. Just because someone agrees or don't agree, that doesn't define an individual by agreeing and disagreeing with topics. That's far from defining a person of who they are. Quality over quantity, definitely. Even in the drug world, it's always quality over quantity. Basically, that goes with everything. I'd rather have quality over quantity any day. You could have 50 trashy fucking, like when I was younger, if they weren't Matchbox or what was the other ones, Hot Wheels, I didn't want those Chinese plastic trashy toys. You know, no matter how cheap they are, and you could have 80 of them for the price of a Matchbox car, the things fall apart as soon as you breathe on them. Get all them Chinese toys off our shelves and burn them. Send them back to China so they can play with them. We want American-made stuff on our shelves. Now people be like, "You're racist, Chuck." The indoctrination department, I mean education department, has done a number on this country, man. Juneteenth Day. Somebody explain to me Juneteenth Day. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, you mean to tell me they gotta have a Black History Day? Every day is Black History, right? This alleged history. Like, I think they create a lot of these things, man, to cause chaos within the people. Yeah, differences do make us unique, that's for sure. And that's life. Uniqueness is what makes a life beautiful. Because if everyone's seen everything the same way, what would life be? Right? They're already taking like the creative spirit out of children in schools by having every child, because the teacher don't like something on a child's shirt. Like if they wore a shirt saying the government is tyranny, they would make that child take that shirt off. Like, don't we have constitutional rights? And that's even sad that we gotta say we have rights. If you're Caucasian, I think everyone's is different shades of melanin or whatever label they want to put on it. But by the children in these schools having to wear all the same color shirts and slacks takes the creativity out of the child. And to me, school is worthless. This is my opinion. What are these teachers really instilling into the children besides regurgitation of a textbook? To me, it's a waste of fucking time. Children shouldn't be piled up in classrooms. They should be outside running around. That's just how I see it. I just try to understand some people more. Like some people say that I complain or we're victims, but I'm just merely speaking my observation. And then if I say, okay, Let's do something about it. Then that's when the excuses start. But yeah, man, what was the guy's name? Seriously, Ray made a good point, man. You know, where is it? Let me find that. What he wrote. Let's see where to go. Where to go? Oh shit! I didn't even know that it was removed in 1908. Right here. And you know, they've been trying so hard with a lot of these pow pows in the schools and shit. That's how they start this division. They'll pay these people on the left to create chaos against the people on the right. How are we a United States when we're the most divided country in this fucking realm? Wild. It's wild, man. Schools are daycare centers. I call them indoctrination camps. What's up, Lucid? Bro, Sanchez had a packed panel last night. It was good to see Sir drop up there. You know, I said what I said about Bro, that I didn't like what he did, but I never stated I didn't like him, like, or I hated him. Never said any of that. I just didn't agree with that he did, and in a way, I give Bro credit because a lot of the information he speaks on is what allowed me to do what I'm doing now. What the hell? But man, I got all these broken phones. I got this big thing I found at the park, which is useless because everything's locked on it. I gotta find a way to unlock it. Yeah, bro Sanchez, man, he puts together good presentations, and just the way he like teaches and expresses himself, man, is just he does such a good job. Like, we need teachers like him in schools, believe it or not. That's the type of energy that's needed in schools to elevate the children. Whoa, for real? Seriously, Ray? That's wild. You know, I always wondered how these people keep their youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally think, through my research with frequencies and all this, I think there is, through me researching the oscillators, I've come to the conclusion that I was reading where an oscillator can reset the body to its proper frequencies, or if it's off kilter, it'll reset it to its proper, where it's supposed to be. Now, I think these people can use frequencies or an oscillator to heal the body and keep it young. I also think eating a lot of food is like putting sludge into a gas tank in a car. Like all this bread and just a lot of the stuff we eat is detrimental to the body because of the poisons that are in it. Yeah, it is. It's probably ruled by real low vibrating energy. They're all the way to the dark side. They couldn't step into the light because they would cease to exist. They're fully dedicated. Their throttle's all the way, or their gas tank gauge is all the way to the left. They're not centered, like I said. And there's people that are all the way in the light. They couldn't even walk in the darkness because they would get eaten up. I could walk through both and still remain balanced. Peace, look within. Jay Heighton. You know, you got to be able to embrace both sides. And I think we're in this position because I'm just the type of person to own up and say it's our fault we're in this position. And the ancestors, at some point, I don't have all the answers, but from my observation, man, this whole system can change for the good if, excuses stopped and we just did it. And I get it. A lot of people don't want to go backwards. They're so comfortable that they rather, ignore it and think it's going to go away. Or like religion teaches you to do, to wait on a savior that's never coming. Like politics, waiting on a political person to solve all the problems. Like I always say, asking a politician to fix anything in the people's favor is like asking a bully for your lunch money back. It ain't happening. But I don't know what it's going to take, man. I thought for sure in 2020 that was going to be the full eye-opener. But it wasn't. It was kind of depressing, actually. I thought my friends would actually listen to what I have to say after 2020, but instead, they were still in denial, and they pushed even farther away from me. Hey, man, have fun, Dom. Get some good footage with that drone, man. And when I say people come together, I don't mean each and every person, because that's impossible in my eyes. The right warriors are rising above the bullshit and looking around for other warriors. And when the time is right, I think these people are going to be in a nice prison cell where they deserve to be. Fuck execution. To me, that's just those people would love execution because that's the easy way out. These people are so used to being pampered and living in 10-star hotels and being able to do whatever they want. Throw them in a fucking cell with nothing. And yeah, that'll change their tone really quick. They need to get slapped off their high horse. They need to get that horse ripped out from under them and fall on their fucking face. Get a taste of reality. Well, yeah, that's more what I mean. I didn't mean, I should have been more specific on the ancestor part. Like my grandfather's generation. My grandpa used to tell me two things you don't speak about is politics and religion. And I used to always see that as an issue. And then one day I got into an argument with someone or a debate, and that was pointed out. This is why you don't. And I'm like, but the problems will never be fixed if we don't talk about them. Yeah, they might live in hell, or they might be living the best fucking life. I mean, these people do whatever they want. Once you're in that club at the tippity top, I think you have access to everything. Or I think it's like that movie, John Wick, when they have them coins and build, like, you can go to these buildings. Like, they have assassins and all that stuff, man. If you own a corporation like DuPont and you could dump chemicals in waters and get people sick and they perish and nothing happens to you, that's crazy, man. They didn't sit a day in jail because they just slowed that court case out till everyone passed away for the most part, and the ones that survived, they'll just pay them. There's gonna have to be a point where people tell them to shove that money up your wing wang and lock them up. So who's coming up? What's been 3 hours already? I bet you underground, Jay Height, and they got fucking the best fruits and vegetables growing. They modified the fruit and veg to probably give them the best vitamins and minerals they need. They probably got the cleanest spring water, like all that stuff. While we get the fucking poison. And I'm sick and tired of it. You know, I know people don't like when I speak like that, but my warrior spirit won't die out. You know, I know people say walking away is the best thing, but what's that going to accomplish? When you walk away, those people are still going to continue to do what they're doing. But what do I know? What the fuck does Chuck know? But you know, even, you know, whenever the right people come together, People know where I'm at, man. All they gotta do is whistle, and I'll be there. Throw the sign in the air or something. Other than that, I'm always looking within to elevate myself, to heal myself. The hardest part is to maintain that inner peace. And there's too many obstacles in this shitty ass capitalistic garbage. Financial stability, to me, is the most stressful part of survival in the system. I'm just grateful I didn't lease no cars. I didn't get on a 30-year payment plan for a house you'll never own. You know, I seen right through that garbage quick. Even buying land, it's all good until you start building on that land. Then they're gonna fuck you over with taxes. This capitalistic world was designed to keep the people at the top and to keep us thinking we're gonna get to the top. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Because what's the purpose of them draining all this blood? There's something to that, you know, how come in the movies they always show these people underground bathing in blood and shit? It was in John Wick where that lady slit her wrist. Well, that probably had nothing to do with it, but the vampire movies where these vampires be bathing in our blood and shit, like, there's something to it, whether it's the vibration and the blood or some frequency in the blood. There's something they're doing with our blood, and they ain't getting in the mind. Like I said, when it's time for me to exit out of here, if I can help it, I'm crawling into the woods. They're gonna mix back in with the earth. They ain't getting my blood. Oh boy. I give it 10 more minutes. If no one comes up in these 10 minutes, I'm gonna end it. Fuck it. It's been 3 hours. Still a good stream, somewhat. Do you do live streams, seriously, Ray? Damn. Bunch of people unsubscribe from my channel. Good. Get rid of the haters. When I see people leave, that goes to show they never truly had love for my channel. You know, I see people, man, like, they be getting mad and shit because I don't agree with them or kiss their boots and shit. But they want people to hear them out and hear what they got to say. But when I say something, it's a problem. So if they don't like it and they left, more power to them. Yeah, I think I know who unsubscribed. I got a few ideas of who. And personally, I really don't care. You know, my problem was I was always trying to make everyone else happy, but I wasn't happy. I was just being myself. And most people, not most, but there's a few people that come here that I could tell they put up a front. I know who appreciates. I just see, like, whatever. Not even to talk about them. It's like some people want me to just, I don't know. I'm not gonna stop being me for nobody, man. I've lost like 6 subscribers since I started doing this witchcraft book. And it just goes to show, man. Like, people say they're open minded. People say a lot of things that would come here, and they're neither of what they said. I'm not speaking about anyone that's here. I know who most likely left. Actually, it should say who left. 1,000, YouTube just won't let me. Once I hit 1,000, I'll be content. That's been my goal since day one. That was like 8 years ago. It took me 8 years to get to where I'm at. That's a joke. When there's people that don't communicate with their chat, or they don't communicate when live streams, and they got thousands, 50,000 subs, they don't really do anything. And I wonder to myself sometimes, how is that possible? Maybe they're buying subscribers. Man, where's Sir Drop? I gotta call Sir Drop, man. Where's this fucking verse? I want to get this song going. Where's JG at? That's the question. I think J Jizzle is mad. Where you at, JG? Let's conjure him up. I knew you were here. I knew it. First 1 days, 19 hours. I guess Sir Drop was right, man. He told me a lot of these witchcraft videos ain't getting views, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing. But I renamed them, and it looks like they don't give me my correct views anyway, man. Many people have witnessed my channel go backwards. It's fucking bullshit, man. Who's mad? Not mad at you, JG. I'm not mad, period, actually. More or less disappointing, man. It's disappointing when people have said they love my channel, and then because they don't get along with other people, they don't come around. So how much could they have loved my channel? Now, I'm not downing anyone, and I ain't gonna say no names. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing, man. It is. Sometimes life is fucking disappointing. Trying to figure out. I think I have to go somehow. I have to wait to go on my computer. I don't know why they don't do this on the phone. It won't show me who left. It barely shows me when people subscribe, let alone fucking leave. My weekly recap is here, so let's see it. 4 live streams and 2 posts? Nah, bro, they got that wrong. I go live every day but Sunday sometimes. This is terrible, man. I gotta figure out a way to get more, to get my channel out there. To find more, like-minded people. Impressions, let's see. Where is audience? Returning viewers, 302. Unique viewers, 451. Subscribers, -4. Okay, so tell me who. It don't tell you. Of course it don't. Why should it? Right? Yeah, it don't tell you. What a waste. Wow. 22 less subscribers than the usual 29. Huh. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it. You're the fucking best. Anyway. Oh, fuck. Doing any of these videos lately, JG, or what, man? We're waiting on those videos. But anyway, I'm about to end this shit. I appreciate everyone coming through, and I'm gonna skim through the rest of this book. Let me see what these next chapters are. Lesson 8 is marriage, birth, death, and channeling. Hand parting right, birthright, crossing the bridge. Is that death? Yep, at death. This might be a good chapter. Probably not. I was thinking of starting another book. The intuitive process, clearing the channel, categories of channeling. Yeah. External focal points. This is a big chapter too. The witch's cradle. Huh. It's chapter 9. Divination. Oh wow, interesting. This chapter looks pretty cool. I'll probably yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in these next 2 chapters, but I might take a break with this book. Let's see, what's lesson 10? God, this is a long chapter. Good 20 pages. Oh wow, what's this? Construct your own natal horoscope. List the basic interpretations of each planet as they seem to fit your person. Lesson 10, herbalism. Nice, I might read that chapter. Now we're talking. This is shit I've been waiting for. Herbalism. Cool. Botanical listed under terms. Black cohosh, blue flag, blue nettle, burdock. I don't know what any of that is. Let's see, what's lesson 10? Oh, lesson 11 is magic. Whatever. I have this other book I might start. Let's see. Maybe I'll go live in a little while and do another, or I could just start recording them behind the scenes and uploading them and do no live streams. I was gonna do the Odyssey of Homer. How do I got 2 of these books of witchcraft? I got a book on the Vril too. But I was gonna jump into um where the fuck is that book? I thought I downloaded this book. There it is, The All-Seeing Eye. Did I read this book already? I might have. The All-Seeing Eye. I did the Initiation of the Flame already. The Spirit of Christmas. Yeah, I might start this All-Seeing Eye book tomorrow. By Manly P. Hall. But if people are interested in these other books, go to my playlist and you'll see them. But peace to everyone, man. I hope y'all have a good day. Maybe I'll go live later if I'm bored. And who's Waldo? Peace to everyone. I'm out like trout. Peace.